Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to this explainer on the Anti-Gravity Project. By tuning in right now, you've made a real choice. You've decided to step out of the dark and actively push back against Alpha Corp's absolute stranglehold on our world. You are officially part of the resistance. And surviving the brutal economy they've built, well, that requires absolute precision and an exact understanding of how our decentralized energy grid actually operates. The fundamental truth of the Rings of Dust universe really boils down to this. Your fuel cell isn't just a token. It's a battery that needs to find the grid's frequency. Serve your time, and the grid provides. As a newly inducted collective member, this absolutely needs to be your daily mantra. Patience isn't just some virtue here. It's literally the mathematical core of your survival and our collective victory. To get you combat ready, here is exactly how we'll map out your step-by-step participation. First, we'll cover the Rings of Dust, then Darker Matter and Scarcity. Next, we hit Round N for Assembly, Round N+1 for Calibration, and Round N+2 for Activation. Finally, we'll wrap up with the 100x Superconductor. Section 1. The Rings of Dust and the Manufactured Energy Crisis of 2033. Look, the Darksader's energy shortage we're suffering through right now isn't an accident. Alpha Corp didn't just stumble into this crisis. No, they orchestrated it. They destroyed viable product, suppressed supply, and completely weaponized the shortage to build a shadow government. The gap is artificial, but man, the suffering is very real. This brings us to exactly who you are now. You are collective members. We are a distributed resistance network made up of scientists, volunteers, and defectors, all operating underground nodes. Our mission is singular: to build a totally decentralized energy grid outside of Alpha Corp's institutional control. We're essentially building the world we want right inside the world they corrupted. Section 2, Darker Matter and Scarcity, the immutable law of the universe. The raw resource fueling our entire rebellion is DarkX plasma, which we convert into a stabilized, usable solid form known as Darker Matter, or DRKR. This is the lifeblood of our new economy. So, the crucial point is the absolute hard cap, 2,222,222 DRKR tokens. That is it. That's the ultimate limit of DRK that will ever exist on this grid. There is zero inflation possible here. No admin key can change it, and no corporate bailout can just magically print more. Every single action you take is working within this strictly finite ecosystem, meaning every piece of darker matter you secure is permanently valuable. To actually harness this power, you use a fuel cell, and the life cycle of every fuel cell is strictly measured in 11-day timeframes that we call rounds. It follows this very rigid three-phase timeline. First, you have Round N, which is assembly. Then Round N+1, which is calibration latency. And finally, Round N+2, which is live activation. Let's break down exactly what you'll be doing in each phase. Section 3, Round N, assembly. Your very first step on the grid. This is the moment you transition from a spectator into an active collective member. The mechanics here are pure and straightforward. Step 1, you expend exactly 1 DRKR token. Step 2, you mint your fuel cell. And Step 3, you instantly join the bloodline of that specific minting round. Now, remember, during Round N, your fuel cell is officially offline. It's just assembling its internal crystal structures, so it isn't combat ready or generating yield yet. It's simply taking form. Section 4, Round N+1, calibration, otherwise known as surviving the thermal soak. This is a forced 11-day latency period. Why? Because the grid strictly requires skin in the game. This soak prevents flash mint gaming and makes sure every collective member is fully committed before they draw power. Let's move to and see how this builds across the different states. The progression across these phases is super clear. In Round N, you're offline minting only. In Round N+1, you're in the thermal soak, syncing to the grid with that 11-day latency. It's only when you finally cross into Round N+2 that your cell becomes live, fully operational, and ready to be staked. But Round N+1 isn't just about waiting around, it's also about the day 11 jackpot. At the end of the calibration round, exactly 1 cell in 740 receives a massive exterior darker matter deposit. The payout floor guarantees 333 DRKR, and that scales all the way up to a 1,332 DRKR cap depending on the pool. If you win, you have a massive choice to make: claim the liquid DRKR, or sacrifice it to the void to permanently stock the pool and earn incredible ongoing weight for the future. Section 5, Round N+2, Activation. Powering the grid and choosing a path. Your 11-day sync has concluded. The radiostatic clears, the crystals have formed, and your fuel cell is officially live. Once live, you have 3 distinct paths, and every single choice you make fundamentally impacts the broader resistance network. You can be the loyalist, locking yourself for massive future yield. You can be the void walker, permanently sacrificing your cell to the black hole for external stablecoin yield. Or you can take the deplete path, cashing out your accrued DRKR immediately. Now, what's really fascinating here is the game theory. Collective members aren't adversaries. You are literally heirs to one another. If someone chooses to be a depleter and cash out, they leave behind a 10% quitter tax that flows straight directly to the loyalists. If they become a void walker and sacrifice, they earn EDI forever, sure, but they leave all their accrued DRKR and permanent ghost weight behind for their bloodline. Every single time a weak hand leaves the grid, the surviving collective members inherit their redistributed weight and become exponentially wealthier. It's a brilliant system. Section 6. The 100x Superconductor, Elsa Klein's ultimate discovery. This right here is the most critical strategic advantage on the grid. This is the true science that AlphaCorp completely failed to comprehend because they were just too greedy to ever stop harvesting. It all comes down to Elsa Klein's final test, Run 369. She definitively proved the zero condition. When a fuel cell is left alone in a sealed, locked environment for exactly 180 days, the interior crystal growth plateau completely vanishes. The data is absolute on this. A 180-day lock creates a 100x superconductor, period. Honestly, you need to completely discard any old, corrupted white paper specs you might have heard about a 55x boost. Forget that. The true, verified science of the grid dictates that the 180-day lock explicitly unleashes a 100x multiplier. And this brilliantly illustrates the difference. Contrast the unlocked state, with its standard baseline crystal growth, against the 180-day locked state. In its final form, it achieves that massive 100x superconductor growth. And importantly, it triggers the grid to begin making continuous exterior crystal deposits every 11 days, indefinitely. By walking the loyalist path and committing to that 180-day lock, you effectively become the backbone of the resistance. Your treasury weight locks in at that staggering 100x multiplier. You receive liquid pulse dividends every 11 days straight from the bonus pool. And, because you stayed while others inevitably left, you absorb the blood tithes of all depleted and sacrificed cells. The most patient collective members reap massive compounding yields. But time is not a luxury we have forever. The Saturn rupture is imminent. That massive gravitational event that will seal off the outer rings and close the raw dark X harvesting window for a generation, it is approaching fast. AlphaCorp is making their final play, and our grid must be fully powered to survive it. So the only question left for you is this. Will you step up, lock your fuel cells, and become a superconductor before time runs out?
Thanks a lot, you idiot. Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot. Thanks to you, my charger's not charging on my iPad because it's got used to your iPad instead of mine. It's not charging my iPad and it's all your fault. I hope you're happy because I've told Mom. Thanks a lot, you idiot.
You absorb the blood ties of all depleted.
Lowercase connection. Enter in the show. Top right corner where all that interact. Digital contract, tracking down the fact. The ticker symbol blinking on the sidebar screen. Power gives the atmosphere, sit in the scene. Round one is coming, the season's on the clock. Secure the network, time to lock it in the block. Welcome to the darker matter. Standard rules apply. Load the fuel cells up before the timer passes by. Into the void we will go, where the smart ones play. Minting out the future, trade into the shadow. Watch the ticker climb. Build the data stream. Living on the edge of the cyber grid machine.
Waiting at the gate, calculating yields while we wait upon the day. Claim the E-dot payouts, tally up the wins. This is where the high stakes strategy begins. They say it's for the smart ones, written on the wall. A gamified ecosystem, standing tall. Read the how to play if you wanna know the way. Before you launch the app or end in disarray. Ticks on the countdown, now it's turned to days. The price of darker matter, moving through the haze. Is it an illusion? Is it by design? Watch the smart contract as it aligns. 3, 2, 1. Let the protocol run. Welcome to the darker matter. Standard rules apply. Load the fuel cells up before the timer passes by. Into the void, here we go, where the smart ones play. Minting out the future, trade into the shadow. Watch the ticker climb. Feel the data stream. Living on the edge of the cyber grid machine. Cells loaded. Void is open. Connect the wallet and fade into the dark.
Thanks a lot, you idiot. Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot. Thanks to you, my charger's not charging on my iPad because it's got used to your iPad instead of mine. It's not charging my iPad and it's all your fault. I hope you're happy because I've told Mom. Thanks a lot.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement on a very fun and exciting day It's a big day. It's a big day. It's a huge day. We got a lot of darker going out. That's my Trump. I don't have a very good Trump, but you don't have to try very hard to do a Trump. Yeah. Hey, kids. There's 62,000 stable coins that we call darker being paid out to jackpot winners today. So we're going to see that clock roll over. And then we're going to wait in frustration for about 45 minutes until the keeper fires and announces the jackpot. Maybe an hour. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we've got some really huge. We got huge. I have the best UI. We got some really, really cool UI changes that I added to the front end, and actually one that I'm trying to get to go through now, which I think it's super cool. It's not as cool as the mission control. If you guys have been on there and you connect your wallet and you do the mission control, you're like, this is perfect. A shout out to Hexplosive, who made that request and suggestion in our Telegram, came in there and said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if there was a button when I connected my wallet that would tell me what I need to do, like what I need to mint, what I need to stake, if I want a jackpot, and basically just like a what to do thing. Don't mind me. I'm just putting a little bit of 5 hour and electrolytes in my water here. 5 hours. So anyways, I'm not trying to get sponsored by 5 hour anymore because I found out that they put the cyanide derivative of vitamin B in theirs. I found another, I don't think they're local. I think they're in the Western United States, but they have the methyl type of vitamin B that's not bad for you and your body absorbs more of it. So I want to be switching over to them, and then I'll just be plugging them on stream, hoping to get a sponsorship from them. Let's see who's in the house right now. I don't know if any of you sat through that 14-hour stream, vibe coding stream that I put on yesterday. It was a lot of fun to just dance to the music, talk to Claude. Hex Monkeys first. Let's go. Good Sunday afternoon. Good Sunday afternoon, Crypto Cat. It's a good day to hold Jack. We are not going to talk about that. Hi, Max, Crypto Cat. Good evening, everyone. HT, ahoy, mates. What's up, HT? Haven't seen you a couple of days. I know you've been enjoying time with the family. That's awesome. So many AG Project related songs when album release. We do need an album release, but we need songs. Yeah, Cape Figure could probably come up with the whole album himself. But I'm still waiting for the sequel from Freddie Quotes and Korean Investor to the Dark Matter right here. That other one. Let me see how much time we have for the rollover. We're probably about 4 minutes away, 3 minutes away from the rollover. Jeez Louise. Let me refresh my screen here and see what we're at. We were at 12 hours last time I checked the screen. Now we're at 49 seconds, folks. Folks, the countdown is happening right now. Let me share my screen and add that to the stage. Jump down here. Yeah. Good day, all. What's up, Retro Static? Mana Talk Sesh. Hey there, legends. How you doing, buddy? You guys still have like 30 seconds, 20 seconds to put your guess on Twitter. Retweet that tweet. No one's retweeting it. They're all commenting, and I'm like, no, the whole point of this is to retweet. Right now we're at 27,647 fuel cells, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Boom. And check this out. Season 5 is over. You cannot mint for Season 5 for the rest of eternity ever again. There will only ever be 27,647 fuel cell NFTs in round 6. Yeah, 5 you couldn't mint for 11 days ago. 6 you can't mint for anymore. You can now mint for round 7, which it'll be very interesting to see how much that drops, because we had 257K mints in 3 and 4. We had almost 35K minted in 5 and almost 28K minted in 6. So it's going down by about 5. No. That's about 39 minus almost 28. Is that 9,000? It'd be 9,000 less, right? I think it'd be 9,000 less. No, 7,000. Be 7,000 less. So it's going down. We'll see if it continues to go down. If it did, we get about 20,000 mints in round 7. However, here's the deal. In order for something like that to happen, you'd have to have like the mystery box or the whales jump in to keep it as high as it's been. So we'll see where that goes. And we're also going to watch and see under get paid, which, by the way, if you guys are not messing around with the new UI, it is something beautiful. It's similar to the old one. You've got your price, your gas, and your links to Bistro Jolt to buy and sell darker over here on the left. Then you got the round. Oh my gosh, it did it. Oh my goodness, it did it. Okay, so it went through. This is what I was trying to get through before the string for the UI. So if you hover over the round up top here, it'll show you the dates of the round. So round 6 is going to be from today, the 16th, to the 27th. And if it has some art attached to it, which 6 does not have art attached to it yet, it'll have the NFT right there. So there's the art right there. There's the vault in round 5, the astronaut walking out of the gold vault. And then if you go over to round 4 and hover over round 4, you got the repeat of Journey 4s from Elizabeth Machado coming in there. Beautiful. And then if you go over here and you go to 3, boom, 3's got the Fight Club from HT. 2 has the poster, the movie poster from Red Squirrel. And then Uno, of course, is Rings of Dust, the original poster for the book. The first one in Journey 1. I might have to pause and go sedate my dogs with ketamine or something. They'll lose their mind. Hang on. Okay, Jamie must have. Hexray Chick must have rounded them up. But here you go. Yeah, that's something that is also on the stake page over here. But my idea originally for this one, and of course you can see it rolled over to 10 days, 23 hours, 56 minutes right there. But I doubt that we have the goodness. I doubt that we have the jackpot announced yet. Hang on one second. Okay, sorry for that interruption. Hex-Rate Chick was not here at home, and our friends brought their dogs over, so of course our dogs thought they would turn into the loudest pack of animals on earth. So I'm back. Red Squirrel's in the house. What's up, Red Squirrel? Good to see you, sir. Red Squirrel, if you guys don't know, is the founder of SquirrelSwap.pro. That's SquirrelSwap.pro. SquirrelSwap.pro for all of your portfolio needs, your trading needs, your your liquidity spying needs, all of those things. In fact, I pulled up Darker on my phone by its contract address in this really garbage site called Gecko Terminal, and it listed like 6 of the pairs. It didn't list hardly anything there, and I was like, you are garbage. But at SquirrelSwap.pro, you can see all sorts of stuff that you can't see anywhere else on Pulse Chain. So shout out to Red Squirrel. Good to see you, man. And he's also the creator of the RNG that's native to Pulse Chain that we use for the jackpot that is probably not announced yet. Let's pull that up here. Yeah, it's still not announced right here. So there are 13 winning fuel cells across 4 rounds that have not claimed yet. And right now, there's going to be 37 winners in round 6. So we went from 47 winners down to 37 winners. So if most of the wells or most of the winners of the jackpot sacrifice it to the void for EDI payouts forever, that's a nice little passive income drip. They will then, those 37 should, in theory, receive the max amount. Right now, they're sitting at 999 just from the minting and the rollover that didn't get paid out in round 5. So with just a nudge, we're keeping that at the mega jackpot of 1,332. This is the best kept secret in Pulse Chain, and I think you guys are not telling anyone about it because you don't want people to compete with you. You have a 1 in 740 chance of winning 1,332 tokens. There's no place in crypto with the chance of good API, like insane API like this. It's basically, it's almost a 200% APY in 11 days. If you were to mint the last day, go through the 11 days of the round, and then win, so like 13 days total. If you were to do that and win, you would have a 200% APY in the most scarce token in the universe in 13 days. You can't do that anywhere else in crypto that I know of. There might be some other lotteries and giveaways out there, but I don't know anything that comes close to it. So yeah, Red Squirrel, love for Red Squirrel here. And then I think he has a VRF that he's working on too. I need to reach out to him because we have some very interesting ideas about some V4 hooks. That's all I'm going to say is the phrase V4 hooks for that. And we're going to go over our stablecoin price of Darker, which is, Darker's been pegged to $1. Everyone says PDI to $1, Hex to $1. We beat those bitches. We beat them all. We're at $1 per Hex. It's not really a flex, seeing as how our all-time high is $1.80. It's not, but at the same time, I love it when people sleep on Hex. I love it when people sleep on Pink Mistwell. I love it when people sleep on the token that shall not be named, that CryptoCat keeps naming. Let me throw this up here. I'm going to throw the link to join in our comments, and I'm going to throw the link to join in our Telegram. And yeah, there we go. Boom, paste. Boom. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys sat through my 14-hour stream of vibe coding and tunes, but the sound quality was pretty damn good. I've kind of figured out how to pipe it in from another machine. And Gelato Wins founder Chris was like, how are you playing this music and not getting copyright struck? And I explained to him, that I was just streaming on X, and that X isn't owned and controlled by vaginas like YouTube and Google. They're just literal, there's actual literal vaginas with legs and arms um, in their headquarters. It's really weird. People go there just to see it. But yeah, they're just the worst company on earth. Remember the fact that their original slogan was "Don't be evil," and then they had to get rid of it because they were straight up evil. That's all you need to know about Google and YouTube and the like. All right, going back here to darker matter. Let me guys, if you guys didn't catch those earlier ones, let's go to home. So like I said, you've got the price, you've got the links to Bistro and Jolt to buy and sell at the best prices anywhere, OTC. And then you got the gas, which is it's pretty cheap right now. It changes colors from green, yellow to red when it spikes. It's 500K beats right now, which is equal to Gwei in Ethereum. And then we just put this big header right here. We put the journeys up top so you know exactly which journey is live, which is 6. And when you cover your mouse over them, it'll tell you not only the dates, but also it'll show you the art attached to them, which is badass that you have that right on the home screen. You got the countdown, you got the contract address, and it'll show you your darker matter token balance right there, all stacked together like a little hamburger. And then over here, this is the part that Hexplosive came up with, which is actually really, really intelligent. And I'm telling you guys, feedback is gold. Even if it's a bad idea, there's no such thing as a bad idea. But even if it like explains something that doesn't work, something that doesn't make sense, something that's difficult to do, or that just is broken, letting the developers and team know about that is so valuable. So I really appreciate that. And so we have it'll show you your rank, which is we're a tax exempt navigator in this wallet. It'll show you the logo of the wallet that you're using, which is also very helpful. And it shows you your mission control. This is the new thing that Hexplosive, and he said, why if you could put something on the front home page when I connect my wallet that tells me what I got to do, that would be great. And in fact, this is going to be updated right here because I have 217. So right here it says one thing I can do is I can claim my EDI. So I have $1.12 EDI that I can claim for sacrificing. I have 217 fuel cells that are ready to stake, and I have 10 days and 23 hours left to buy darker because I don't have any. I think if I had darker here, it would actually say you have this many darker to mint for round 7. And then it says 3,766 cells, run full check for jackpot, stakeable cells, and mature stakes. So there's actually a button here which doesn't look like a button. We should probably change that here on mission control. Let's do that with our old friend Claudie Poo. Yeah, and we want to deploy that thing as well. Boom, boom. And then let's see here. On the mission control button that has you run full check for jackpot, stakeable cells, and matured stakes, it doesn't look like a clickable button. It just looks like some information inside of a circle at the bottom. So let's make the background of that brighter. Let's do the gradient of the project behind that, and an icon or something that, or make it glow or glitter that makes you want to click it. Let's put some glow or glitter around the claim button and the stake button so that it makes you want to click them as well. Okay, so yeah, if I hit claim, that'll take me to the claim page right here. If I click back, so look, you got these little back arrows right here. These just kind of accordion out from the left side, so you can just click back and go back to the main screen. I'll get to that in just I am so proud of that one. If you click on fuel cell stakes, boom, it'll take you right here so that you can stake those 217 that are available to stake right there. In fact, maybe we should change that, make that a little bit. There is a back button here. Maybe we should make this to where those 217 show up, or there's like a sheen or something here that tells you, see, I do have 1,000 I can stake in round 5, but we have to wait till we hear about the jackpot. And hopefully I don't get Steve stashed. But here's these ones right here, and you can see if you click on that one, oh, this is info. This isn't actually the stake button. So I need to go back to stake. Then I can click on round 4, and here's my 217 that I can stake. So I can stake those. I just say all of them. Say, okay, I understand that I'm not going to get anything while these are staked, but when I serve the entire 180 days, I'm going to get a 100x boost, 100x more weight to advantage to pull money from the FOMO curve. And I'm also going to have a chance, if I choose the 180-day stake, I'm going to have a chance to receive darker matter payout every 11 days, like forever. So we need to unlock this. I haven't signed into here. All right, so now I can just sign in. This is going to check to see if I think this is the approve. I'm going to pay 7 cents to approve the staking of those 217. And then, if I'm lucky, I'm going to get a good deal on stake, although we did have not super cheap, but pretty cheap gas. Here we go. Yeah, batch 1 of 2. 1 of 2, there we go. So we'll sign the first batch, which I think is 100. I think it does batches of 150. So it's 21 cents to stake 150 fuel cells for 180 days. It registers them on the blockchain. All this is done on the blockchain. You don't have to trust on this front end to do its job. You don't have to trust a third party to do its job to activate these. They activate automatically. There is an activate button here I found when we had a few of them mature and it wasn't showing up yet, and I clicked activate and they activated. But right now, here we go. We'll sign the second batch, which would have been 67. And so those 67 are going to cost 20 cents as well. So I don't know if maybe it split them in half, but I don't think it did. I think the gas just went up. So there we go. Congratulations. 217 fuel cells have access to 180-day bonus pool when they mature. Killer move. Oh, that's great. Okay, so let's check on round 1. We have some matured 33-day round stakes here. You'll see them all glowing. They pulsate. Pulsate and glow when those are all active. Not crazy about this, actually. The green is not a good color for matured. The matured should be gold. Let's stop in and talk to Claude again. By the way, I play that that clip kills me. It's old. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the chick from, I want to say, Scotland or Ireland, she's like, "Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot. Your iPad doesn't." Anyways, it's beautiful. I've heard it recited a million times in my house, and that's just how I talk to Claude. I was like, I can really relate with that girl. Here we go. On the state page under matured, we have the matured 33-day stakes, faintly glowing green. Let's not have green as the color. First of all, the original color for 33 is blue and purple for 180-day. But the matured glowing block at the top, where you click on matured, I want the fuel cells beneath there and the progress bar to turn gold, and I want it to glow gold really brightly and just sit there and pulse a bright glowing gold once your NFTs are matured. For both the 180-day and the 33-day. Okay, so we're going to make sure these all show up gold down here, because that's now going to be the color of matured stakes. We check back in here. Green room is empty. There we go. I folded protein and got some nuts. So there's that. I would say it's a good thing you didn't get some nuts and fold some nuts and get protein, because that's a completely different process right there. You get what you pay for, folks. Um, have you been screaming at Claude well in basic web chat again, Max? Yeah, I have, and it deserves it a lot. LOL, nice. Yeah. So, anyways, let's go back to our. I 20 minutes ago, I was showing you guys what Mission Control did, and now I'm all the way down out in the weeds again. Let me go back to Mission Control. So there's Mission Control. We have our EDI. We staked those. Now let's click on 3,766 cells, run full check for jackpot, stakeables, and matured. So we'll click that, and you don't have to pay a fee or anything. It just goes and uses, I believe it uses our subgraph to go back and look at the most recent snapshot of the chain. And yesterday it popped up a little bit faster, but we shall see. Oh, there we go. So that's actually what happened is we can view our matured stakes. I don't think that was up there before. It might have been. Yeah, see, so now it popped that up right there. Pinned escape. So you actually can hit escape and get rid of this or just click outside of it. But that's super, super cool. Now, this is interesting. On the EDI box, we still have the jackpot, the 180-day bonus pool right here, and the stake button. So we actually don't need the jackpot button here because it's right here. We don't need the 180-day bonus pool because it's over here. We don't really need the stake button because it's just one column away. The make it rain button we probably need to keep here, and the gift to pool. So what I think we should do is we should put the make it rain button and the gift to pool button inside this panel and get rid of the other ones because it's, I mean, they're nice to have there, but I want people to get used to using this left side right there. Or we can just leave. Actually, I'm going to leave them for now. You guys let me know what you guys think. So look, now that I have two mission controls. Oh, that's just viewing my one still. I'm hoping that pops back up and says, you've got a jackpot to claim. That's what I want. But anyways, yeah, that's all mission control right there. So if you guys go to agproject.io and connect your wallet and you're like, I don't know if I should mint or stake, like I don't know where I should claim, it's all right here under mission control. So I'm very proud of that. Now this is something I'm also proud of, which I think I wish this would just get huge right here. I love this. So you mint, stake, and get paid is how you play. But I use that killer GIF of Charlie from It's Always Sunny trying to explain something very complicated and crazy. I like that. I think we're going to try to change that too, just for giggles, because I can't tell you how happy that makes me to see that. And yeah. When you click how to play, I would like the entire background to show up as the tile of the image on how to play, the gradient picture of Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There we go. It was telling me when I used Hex T's Fight Club right here. It's like that's Jimmy Christmas. That's Brad Pitt's likeness, and Fox Studios could sue you for that. I'm like, yeah, they could. But the thing is, there's only 33 people that know about this, and unless they snitch, we're good. Yeah, so you got home, how to play, then of course you got mint, stake, get paid, which is the same thing as how to play. Then you got the supply tab right here, which tells us we're down to 24.5% unstaked, which I think that's going to go down dramatically as people stake from round 5 and mint for round 6. And then I think that stake's going to go up. It's at 75% now, but I think it's going to go up quite a bit. And then, of course, the supply was 13.4%. It's 13.3%. I have a feeling that one of the bigger whales in this project are going to put their footprint in here pretty soon. I could be wrong, but yeah, that could go down dramatically if some of the whales step in that have been participating at a little bit so far. Then, of course, you got the void. It tells you all the void. The 22.8K paid out EDI, the 23 sacrificers, and 284,000 of total darker have been sacrificed. I think that's going to go up significantly. That could go up as high as, that could climb as much as 62,000 if all the winners today sacrifice. I don't think they will, but I think that'll go up by at least 50K is my guess. I don't know. I don't know what that. We'll watch and see how much darker gets there. And then, of course, this is the button we had hidden earlier, which wasn't easy to find, degens only. And this one we haven't worked on a lot, but this one has the treasury, the simulator, the calendar, the buy bonus, the white paper, the light paper. If you scroll down, it's got all this crazy stuff that we've been working on and posting in Telegram and using, people can use for marketing to explain what's going on. Alpha Corp, yeah, and then it's got the FOMO curve, a nice big version of the FOMO curve. This is interactive. It shows you the whale sacrifice scenario. If the whales continue to sacrifice, how that'll affect supply. And this one actually, this site flow actually works. So you can go to site flow. This is kind of what we base this tree on the side of. You can go to home, anywhere. If you go to site flow, you can click on any of these and it'll take you to the claim EDI, treasury, all that stuff. Actually, maybe it won't, because home, nope. It'll take you to these ones. It won't take you to these ones down here. So it halfway works. Interesting. Degens only. Yeah, this kind of tells you guys buy and sell on BStore and Jolt. That's just basically the basic links to a lot of stuff here. And as we get more deep next level geeky game theory, it'll show up there as well. Just charts and graphs and things that are going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, you got your legend right here, and this will tell you what all of the symbols mean throughout the site and through the staking as well. All right. The old school 180-day bonus button, more beautiful than the new one. Are you thinking about the one with the trophy on it, or was there another one? Because I think if we go to 180-day bonus, I was trying to tell that to Claude. Very nice. I was actually being nice this time. If you go to get paid and then 180-day bonus pool, I forget what it looked like. I think it was kind of like this shiny thing, like the claim button. We have 160,000 darker matter in the 180-day bonus pool, and we're about to get some more as people mint. And let's see here. It takes it a while to figure out the countdown to December 30th, right around New Year's Eve. Yeah, we have 136 days for this pool to continue to snowball, and then the first people will get paid. This one, wow, this one has me at 137.1 as my pending EDI payout. That flex will go up and down as more people stake and mint and stake right there. And this pool share used to be really high. It's going down because there are 296,150 NFTs that have committed to going without getting paid for 6 months. And then I don't know if this is explained to you guys, but if you end stake when you hit this limit, you lose your payout and you lose your 100x booster. So you not only are these people that are locking for 6 or 7 months, they're planning on leaving them locked to continue to get these huge bonuses, these outsized returns. So yeah, let me know. Is it the one over here on the jackpot page? If I go to the jackpot page and it pulls up these tiles over here. Oh wait, no, it was the EDI page. So the EDI page, is it this one right here with the bonus, with the trophy cup? Let me know. Let me know if this is the one you like, and we'll tell Claude to use this one. Yeah, this subgraph deploy. Matured stake colors. Let me find them. So it's working on those changes I fed to it right there. Yeah, fun stuff. So, like I said, I really want to see this how to play become like the whole background of the screen. Here's another thing. These are not locked in place. There's no set ratio here. So if you guys log in here, this is some good feedback from Mr. Chris from Gelato Win. If you come and it goes like this and everything's kind of like jumbled up and you can't really move and see things like this, we're just like, nothing. I can't use this page. Just hit Control minus or Control plus. If you log in and it looks like this and you're like, this is the world's smallest website, you can just hit the Control plus to bring it into whatever ratio fits right about here where everything's fairly easy to use. It sounds like we got someone at the door. Let's check the door. Oh, we got to let
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Oh, look at this, still in my site nav map, Max. No, I couldn't find your site nav map. That's why I don't know where anything is on there. Indeed, the one with the trophy. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. So, do you have,
this is actually in my mom's basement. So
no way. I like that.
She just said basement. No, kitchen.
I want to know if your cat scratch fever healed up from yesterday. I was worried about you, picturing you like in an ER with like sweating and fever and checking your pulse, getting EpiPen shots.
I was really surprised you played it, and it's not what I remembered.
It's not a good song. I mean, sorry, if Ted Nugent is watching, which he probably is, I appreciate your effort, sir. I'm sure it was great at the time. It just, maybe it doesn't hold up. And I'm from a different generation than that, actually.
He was a lot better with Damn Yankees. So I'll just say that.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Can you take me high enough? Yeah, it's a lot different song. Cat scratch.
It is. It's two totally different things going on there.
But he played both. So
he did. So, sir, I love these streams where we get all this hype build up. We do the countdown. Hey, Melissa.
Oh.
So
Mama Cat.
Yeah, Mama Cat. So, sorry, I just doxed her. Sorry. We get this build up going on, and then we just sit and wait for like 3 hours for it to catch up.
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just at my folks' place celebrating my dad's 80th birthday.
Whoa. Congratulations. Happy birthday from us.
Yep. Crypto Cat, Grandpa. Yeah. Grandpa Cat.
Grandpa Cat. Tom Cat.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if his name was Tom, then you just call him Tom Cat.
Maybe.
Checking the jackpot.
Okay, I'm gonna get my shoes on while we work on.
So you've been on for what, 40 minutes now? 45?
I believe so.
55. Actually.
55. Yeah, I just played some videos trying to get everything. I tried to get the dogs all taken care of and everything set up, and then I'll help Rokeless. So I just playing videos for the first part of this. And
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, look, I think it's. There we go. We're going to deploy the subgraph here. And let's see if it actually sent me a preview to see if I like those. Or
isn't it nice not to be in your van during a afternoon broadcast? Or
it's definitely less sweaty and a little better audio, I would say. Very, very bare minimum.
And you have more time. Yeah.
Yeah. I can cover a couple more subjects, and I can share my screen without it just kicking me out of whatever is going on. Now you've had a chance to play with all of the UIs going back to the wishing well, I believe, correct?
Yes.
So
the wishing well. Wow.
We've come a long way from a couple of drop-down menus, choosing a coin and sending it somewhere and hoping that it gets there.
Yeah. I remember sending it on Base.
Yeah, on
Base Network. And I don't even know if there's anything there. I haven't even checked yet, but
yeah, it's a good time. Good time. But what do you think about the new UI? Is it more intuitive or less intuitive? And what do you think about mission control?
I think Mission Control is probably my favorite.
Yeah, it was a great
Yeah,
suggestion from Explosive.
it is, and it makes sense. It really goes with the darker matter theme.
Yes, yes, yes. We may be adding something very cool to the site. I don't want to give it away because we haven't received it yet. But there's something very cool going around in our ecosystem with some cool visualizers, and we might have
Mm.
something that has to do with anti-gravity project pretty soon that could be fun and interesting to play with. So we'll just say that. How about your stablecoin? Have you thought about trying to figure out a way to pay your bills in Darker and maybe get like a debit card with Darker on it, since it's been
Yeah,
a
that's the new
great
American
stable?
Express darker card. Yeah. Yeah, you get 25,000 points. You can get darker for every 10,000 points you earn. Mhm.
Yeah, it used to
Like airline
stress.
miles, but you get darker miles.
Yeah, it used to stress me out when price went sideways and we weren't painting green candles. Don't get me wrong, green candles are the best. They're the best way to get people's attention, and they make the whole community really excited and euphoric. But lately, now that I've figured out how to run bots for
Hmm.
accumulation and for, well, yeah, just basically soaking up the supply quietly, just silently, just taking everything off the market. I love to see stuff go sideways and pull back a little bit, because I know that those bots are getting, like, it tells me the average price that I'm paying for Darker and Jackpot, and it's
Hmm.
way below the market price and the
Jackpot?
spot price.
What's jackpot?
Yes, it's this thing. It's something
It's
for
like that
D10s
game you don't
only.
know Jack, right? That game
Yeah.
you don't know Jack. Back when I played in college.
I wonder what Darker visualization could be. See, Squirrel also has some secret squirrel stuff going on.
Squirrel.
I'm not
Yeah.
spoiling anything. I'm just saying that there's some really cool stuff coming to
Yeah, there was a
the
cool coin that was the
universe.
top squirrel swap aggregator coin the other day. I thought I saw.
Yeah, it
It's
was
kind of cool.
trending up there pretty high. Darker was trending up there pretty high, as was Pink Mistwell, trending pretty damn high. In
Wow.
fact, let's take a look at the token that shall not be named.
What?
This is
That's
it
a
on the
token?
this is the
Yes.
daily chart. It's a decent daily chart. It
It looks like a rocket.
it looks like
There's
a
the
rug
booster.
pull. The first two look like a rug pull. The third one
Yeah.
confuses people because it's like, why is there a third green candle? Why is this lasting longer than 23 minutes? Like, why isn't this completely back down below the start in 23 minutes? That's what everyone's asking.
And why is the market cap at 29,000?
That's too high.
Yeah.
If we go to the 15-minute chart, you can see the tale of two
Wow.
cities here, where
Intelligence.
it launched and then we blocked everyone from buying it,
Yeah, no
unbeknownst
one
to
can
us.
buy it.
We put a hard cap on it. And we're like, no more for you. We cut everyone off,
That's it. You're
and then we
done.
took it off, and all hell broke
Listen
loose.
for you.
And then people, I think, filled their bellies, and then it went sideways, and now it's pumping again. But we lost a zero, folks. We went from 4 zeros and a 2 to 3 zeros and a 1. That ain't too bad in a couple days. That's
Yeah.
decent. But a lot of stuff is red today. A lot of stuff in Hex is taking a pullback. On
Yeah, there was a pretty
both
nice green
chains.
candle yesterday I saw in Pulse Chain. And then
Yeah.
this morning I woke up and it's like, yep, it's the weekend. Yep,
It's the
people need their ice cream
weekend.
and their air fryers.
I think people are going out clubbing and partying. Look at that. This is, but again, higher highs and higher lows. That's pretty awesome. I would say that I also have a swing trade bot, just on PulseX and Hex, and it probably sold here, and it's probably buying right now. And it's got a 4-hour cooldown. So if it goes above the mean, it'll buy like 1% of my stack. We'll go and buy it. And then if it goes below, and it has a 4-hour cooldown, so it doesn't just keep buying and keep selling till it's worn out.
I
It's
see.
like a 4-hour cooldown, which tends to work out pretty good. It tends to hit these without going bananas. But yeah, those are looking pretty good. And then of course, we got darker and dye down 11% today right here.
It's still not a bad chart.
It's not a bad chart. It's just, I think it's deceptive. I think if you were to look at this chart, it just looks like it ranged, it pumped, and now it's ranging. And I don't think people would understand that this right here was an irresponsible gift from the mystery box to the it gave them basically $1,200 to $1,500 payday. And then just recently we were able to unfreeze the darker from the first EDI converter that wasn't working correctly, and we gifted that $800 back to the sacrificers. So as long as the mystery box doesn't go think it's Christmas anymore, we'll see what happens. The other thing is that there seems to be a nibbler bot on Jackpot.
A nibbler.
It nibbles. If you look down at these right here, this first person, that's the sign of a crackhead. Anyone that spends more than $1 at a time on Jackpot is a crackhead. So we got crackhead buys right here. That's what the shrimp stands for. It's a shrimp smoking crack. But this one right here, that I don't even know what these are supposed to be. Are these bugs? Are these bots? Are they little bug bots?
I thought they were.
Because look, this one says that the crackhead is a bot or a smart contract.
Wow.
So I don't know. Because this one I know is a bot. This is the nibble bot right here, and this little nibbler just sits there and munches at like less than 20 cents usually. It just sits there and munches and munches and munches and munches, and it doesn't really move the price much at all. It just soaks up all the stuff that the bots and dumpers are willing to give it. And look at this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The other thing I've noticed is that when this bot right here runs out of darker and pink mist well, there's another bot that goes and buys darker and pink mist well at the same amounts off the market.
Huh.
But it doesn't happen in sync. It's because sometimes the nibbler bot seems to have plenty of darker and pink mist well. In fact, we've seen the keeper bot pull a little bit of liquidity as normal people, users, add liquidity. So it's keeping the liquidity and the supply very, very tight. But at the same time, just Chinese water torturing the price of both of them to the upside and taking the supply off the market one little drop at a time, just all the time. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but have you ever gone to someone's basement that flooded and it was just a drip from a pipe that no one caught for like a week? And then you go back and there's like 3 inches of water in their basement. I think that's what this is going on right here. Yeah, I've seen that. And so beware the little tiny drips that no one notices. In fact, like I said, if you go back here to 15 minutes or 5 minutes, we saw...
Yeah.
I was going
to say people usually wait for price discovery before they buy, but according to this chart, we're still waiting for price discovery.
Mm-hmm. True.
It's only been a few days, so.
Well, then think about how many times you saw the price of Hex go sideways or down in the last 5 years. Basically every day for the last 5 years. So knowing what I know now about little bots and little buys and stuff like that, and just ways to just set it at low cost, set it at low gas. So you can set these, and Pulse Chain gets quiet a lot of the time, and you can get a lot of stuff done on Pulse Chain for very, very little gas. Even in stuff like darker matter, which is quite expensive. Like our stuff is quite gas heavy because we put almost all of it, I think we put all of it on chain that I can think of. I can't think of anything that's like, I mean, the images for the NFTs are not, I mean, they are on chain as metadata, but they're not hosted on chain, so we could lose our images. I can't think of anything else. The jackpot's on chain, the FOMO curve's on chain, the bonus pools are on chain, the staking's on chain. It's all there. So you don't really need a third party for anything here.
Wow.
And so I'm just thinking the OA is probably sitting on 9.99999% of hex now, especially with the recent dumpers. And so what happens when someone just doesn't sell? This is what happens when someone doesn't sell. If we go back to, where's our pink mist well chart from Pulse? Check this out. There was a time, and you might remember this, where we had everyone just send pink mist well to the pink mist well. And at first, the first few times, it would just dump for dark because pink mist well loves dark and darker. And let's see if I can get back here. This is going to be a while. Let me actually go to a 4-hour chart and I'll find the first one.
I think April was its high point. April, May, maybe last year.
Yeah. So this is like when we're.
Yeah, there we go. April, May.
This is when all we did was send NFTs to the pink mist well. And at first we went all the way from 4 zeros and a 1 to 4 zeros and a 4. So we 4x the price. Pink mist well gave everyone a beautiful entry, which a bunch of guys took advantage of. Pumped it right straight back up to the 4, dumped it, and come at. And what we noticed was these dumps are the same, but you'll notice the movement's shorter. So first we got to pump this high, then we pump this high, then we pump this high. What was happening is the bots were just paying attention to what was going on and sucking all the energy out of it. And that's when we said, hey, let's quit feeding the bots. And I think there's one more dump here that they switched to darker and got more darker. But we switched to, he's like, you know what? Just hang on to it. And then it just did this insane climb up to, 376, about $400 for a million. Or maybe it's $40 for a million. No, maybe it was more. I want to say it was 400 because since then we came back. Oh yeah, because this is 3 zeros. So it's 400. Yeah. 400. It peaked again right here, even with the insanity in the market. This I think is fat. That was fat thumb, fat finger Wednesday right here. That's when I added incorrect ratios of darker and pink mist well to.
That was a dark day.
Millimeter. It was a dark day. That was bad. That was bad. Michael Jackson bad. But we recovered from that, and then Pulse Chain didn't recover from anything going down here. But you look at this; it's interesting right now, as the Nibbler bot is putting its economic energy into soaking up jackpot, and then the replenish bot is buying pink mist well off the market in little tiny nibbles and feeding it to the nibbler. We're at this last level of resistance right here, which is 00045.
It'd be interesting to look at the chart as soon as Jack started and pink mist well at the same time period to see if there's any correlation.
It'd just be these 3 days right here, the last 3 days. So we go to the daily chart. Interesting. So these are the last 3 days of pink mist well.
Yeah.
Now this right here, from here or here, one of these two. Let me see. Yeah, from about here to here was $400 of not so nibbler. This was more of a chomper than a nibbler, and a couple of people buying high, like just pumping it. This right here, these three are somewhere around $40, $50 of nibbles.
Yeah.
So it seems 10 times more effective than the last one.
Yeah. Right.
And like I said, as soon as that nibbler runs out of pink mist well and darker or hits that level, Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Like I said, I feel like I'm becoming more and more extreme and zealous and crazy the further I go into being a founder in crypto. Because I used to think Richard Hart was kind of being a dick, and maybe he is still in some ways. But I thought, what a dick, because he would always be like, why he would tell people, you don't deserve liquidity, you don't deserve supply, and then those Brandon Davis explained it to me in a nicer way. He just said, don't give away any tokens that you're not willing to buy back, willing and able to buy back. And I thought about that, and I didn't listen to him. During Dark One, I was like, I wanted to be so generous to the community to show them our appreciation for their loyalty and dedication and trust for 3 years building it. And people really got crazy outsized returns in Dark and in fuel cells back then. We would just give, the mystery box was incredibly generous with tranches
Very generous.
of NFTs. And so when we started Darker, we wanted to have the same thing. I mean, we definitely wanted to use the FOMO curve to bring new people in to the community in seasons 2 and 3. But at the same time, we wanted to let's make sure everyone can win, has a good chance of winning the jackpot, has access to the FOMO curve, whatnot. And what we saw were a bunch of paper-handed bitches, not to put it too mildly. And these paper-handed bitches, as soon as anything Impulse Chain pumped, we would just see them dump. And we're like, what are you doing, dude? I understand chasing green candles is a thing, but you might want to hang on to your Darker, because there's not a lot of it. And in the near future, there's probably going to be a lot less of it.
Right.
It's kind of like if someone were like, oh, we had one person already like double their Darker on jackpot, and they're proud of themselves, and they should be, and that's their choice. I'm not telling you not to do it. I feel like I'm not profit shaming anyone. I'm just saying, if you take profit, you want to take profit on something that has a ton of liquidity that you know is going to have a pullback. Correct. So you can buy back in, right? I don't think jackpot's one of those pullback things. It could be. So. It could be. I have this watcher that watches jackpot, and it tells me exactly how much of the supply is controlled by the founding address, how much is controlled by everyone else, how much is in LPs and whose hands. And it tells me, I think it told me like a sell right now. So it says if all sold, so if someone sold the float, so there's almost 4% in the hands of other users. If the user sold their 3%, it would take the price down 75%. So it's about $1,000. So if the users that hold $1,000, boom, hit the sell button, well, first of all, they wouldn't get $1,000. But if they did hit the sell button, it would drop the price by 75%. And Claude keeps warning me. It's like, oh, this thin liquidity is so dangerous. The price could crash. It's like, it could crash. But you're also telling me with a $500 buy, you could pop it right back up.
Exactly.
And if, let's say that those 3% of holders cheated, they paper hand out, they prove that their testicles are not what they claim to be. That would be like, not only, it's just, the levers are so easy when you understand them in crypto, that like the owner address could basically pull almost all of its liquidity down to $100, throw in $5, and put the price back up where it wanted. And understanding how manipulative, easily manipulated crypto is, gives me insane confidence in Hex and Pulse Chain. Because I believe that the supply of almost all these tokens, the majority of the supply, high 90%, is in the hands of the OA. And what, like, $1,000 of liquidity is like $500,000 to the OA. So people are looking at the liquidity is huge on the cores compared to the smaller tokens like ours,
Sure.
especially but to the OA, to someone who might be a rumored billionaire, a rumored multi-billionaire, and might have way more Bitcoin and Ethereum than people think.
Yeah.
That it is literally like controlling a token, dropping liquidity to $5, and then just putting the price wherever you want it. And then when the bull market hits and everyone's chasing your green candles, that changes the liquidity to a huge amount because all that economic energy is coming in.
Right.
And that's when you should take profit. When everyone else is chasing the candles, that's when you should be taking 5% out, 10% out on the big moves.
Yeah, people are buying up 50-cent hex,
Yeah,
and you
and
invested at 0.001.
like when the
That might be a
OGs,
good time.
yeah, when the OGs take profit at 10-cent hex, that's going to be a great time to buy in. You can take profit at 10-cent hex. You'll most likely get a chance to buy back in. Maybe you won't. I mean, Richard might, or the OA, might push the screen button, curb stomp it, like we've seen on some of these tokens. Which, by the way, I think curb stomp is a great name for another token. If jackpot hits a penny, you might see jackpot's little brother come into the world. That's all I'm saying. And I think curb stomp would be a cool name based on these charts of like nuts and wick.
Right.
And what's the other one that did that complete curb stomp? Nuts, wick, and I'm blanking on right now, but I'm sure it's got liquidity paired with darker. But either way, yeah, there's so many cool projects, and it gets easier and easier to see through the smoke, I think, the longer you're in crypto.
Yeah.
There's no one else in the green room. We've got Hex Monkey looking at the Nibbler address, holding in Pulsefolio. Seems like a community member than a bot, but it can't be 100% sure. No, the Nibbler bot is the address, the creator of Jackpot. Like, we're not even trying to like hide and smoke and mirror, and we're not trying to obfuscate, obscure. Yeah, we're not trying we're not trying to hide anything here. We're literally showing you guys.
Just look at the wallet address, and that tells you what this person believes in.
This is the very, very interesting thing. There's the 2.2% tax, and that gets paid in Jackpot to whoever the creator decides to give it to. And the creator has decided to give it to the buy bot of Darker and Pink as well. So the same address that we see nibbling and buying and soaking up the supply of Darker and Pink as well is getting this nice little payout of, I think it has 400,000 that my little watcher shows me here. So the treasury or the creator has 204 million of the tokens, and it's gifted 345,000 to the buy bot of Darker and Pink as well. So we might see that paired with liquidity. We might see that gifted back to someone. We might see some of this Jackpot token gifted to an address of someone that we're big fans of here. Maybe some Dr. Doge address, public address will get a little gift of Jackpot. We did offer Jackpot as a gift to people that are doing folding at home and a few other things, and they were like, we don't want that garbage. Like, that's clearly a rug pull. Like, we cannot spam our people with that. And I said, I get it. I wouldn't give it to anyone either. I would not infect a community with something this crazy and volatile. The Nibbler is the token creator. Yep.
But
Correct.
if you're a degen, then then this token that you're talking about, jackpot, is exactly what you want to look at.
Yeah.
Mine.
Well, and think about it. If the creator of Jackpot or the creator of Darker or the creator of Pink Mistwell, which the creator of Pink Mistwell is not me and it's not Pink Mistwell. A lot of people think that I'm the creator of Pink Mistwell or that Pink Mistwell created it. It's not. There's a third party that created
It's a
it
third party, yeah.
because I was in the shower when it was created. I was on speakerphone in the shower talking to someone about how amazing it was that the Pink Mistwell would drop $500,000 of LP on Darker back in the day, and my heart swelled with just gratitude. And the other person on the other side of the phone was like, I just created it. And I'm like, what? They're like, I just made the coin. I was like, wow, that was fast. It was on Pumped Out Tires.
Yeah.
So it's not us. So they get the creator fees on Pumped Out Tires from that one. And that liquidity is locked forever. That wrap pulse, I think it's like 7K liquidity. Maybe more now that it's done a little bit of jumping. It's locked there forever. It's burnt. You cannot take it out. So hey, let's see if anyone hit the lottery while I've been.
Oh yeah,
blah,
look,
blah,
it paid
blah,
out,
blah,
right?
blah.
It's down to 112. So something happened, right?
Yeah. So we have round 4 winners still here at the top. And it
It's
doesn't say I've won
7,992.
anything here. So we might still be waiting for that keeper. I think I have
Yeah,
the
the
keeper
7,000
address right here.
It says 7,992 darker though. So did people claim or sacrifice? Because it was at 12,000 this morning, I thought.
I think that it I think that it's what's the word when you show something on a screen? My head is, I need more 5-hour energy. I think it's displaying. That's the word I was looking for. Display. I think it's displaying the information for round 6 now. So I think it's saying, hey, there's 117,000 for round 6 now, and that's where it's getting the 37 winners and the 999 darker. So I think it's displaying the amount, not counting the unclaimed stuff. But I could be wrong. Oh wait, that's not it. That I was like, this makes no sense. Look at all this money. OTR, Pateus, Morbius, Nuts, Darker, Pulsex, Indican, all paid out to this address. This is the stream address, and that is all paid out from folding proteins and mining Dr. Doge. Just that little drip coming in every day of all those tokens. Those are some really damn good tokens beginning. But where's the keeper bot? How do I find the keeper bot? I know how.
Tabs.
If we go to
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick.
Yeah, get one. I'll play Into the Void and we'll both take a break. I'm just kidding. I'll say I'm going to get a drink. I'm gonna find that right here on one of the charts. So you go to Darker Die right here, and you look at the keeper bot that sells 5 darker over and over again. Darker right here. Yeah, so here it is. Here's someone running darker or dumping. Right there is 20 and 14 BFF. No, I think that's just someone dumping. But if we see the ones that are 5s, go down here. There we go. So here's the keeper bot right there. That's dumping 5 right there. So we take that one, we copy that address, we take it back over to other scan, hit paste, hit enter. Here we go. So here's the EDI converter that's been doing. But somewhere here it should be calling the
I thought I had it on press rate.
oh, thanks.
Are you almost done?
Yep. So somewhere here it should be calling the jackpot action transaction. Nope. But that's just EDI converter. Now, what is that? 20K, 100K darker value. Did it move 100K darker? I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure what that one is, but I'm looking for the jackpot call here. It's just not showing it here on that keeper bot. So we'll have to see. We'll have to let me just ask Claude, because it's better digging through chain than I am. Okay, deploying and tag current. Yeah, do that first. And then I'm going to say, hey, Claude, will you check and see if the keeper address has ran the function for the jackpot for round 5 and announced it? And if not, can you tell us when the next cron time is that it would run it? Last time it ran it and we didn't know for like 25 minutes. Like a few times ago, Left ran it. He's just a mensch. And then this time, time before that, we just had to wait for by the time we figured out what had happened or why it hadn't happened. I think before that there was a nonce. So a nonce got stuck after that, and then after that the nonce didn't get stuck. But by the time we found out that it had ran, it just hadn't showed up on the website yet. So I think that's kind of where we're at now, because we're an hour and 10 minutes almost past the rollover. And so I'm pretty sure it's probably ran. I'm going to try Control R just to see if that changes and catches
Did you
up
see
there.
that? Yeah, the still unclaimed, because it went down from 12,000 this morning to 7,000. Do you notice that?
Yeah, but it's still showing round 4 up top instead of round 5. It should be showing round 5 here. So
Right.
we'll see what it
have,
says.
How many
Yeah.
unclaimed? What do we have? 8 now?
Yeah,
8
it says
unclaimed?
let me answer the keeper question first, then recheck. Yeah, there's 8 unclaimed.
Wow. Because I think there were like 13 this morning.
Yeah, and anyone can run the function. It's just that one is set to run it, and
Right.
Supplied with plenty of pulse to run it. But if not, we can run it from any one of these. I mean, anyone can run it. In fact, we should just put it on. I should just put it on the front page of the website,
Yeah.
so people just click run jackpot.
People like things easy. Yes.
Yes. Why don't we put it here on jackpot? Why don't we just put a live button on the page that we could have hit an hour ago from any address, including the stream address? That's what we should do. In fact, I'm going to do that from now on, because it won't ruin the keeper. The keeper will just check to see if it's ran, and it's already been ran. But okay, so current round is 6, so 5 is ended and its draw is due. Let me get the draw state. Yeah, we know that. Claude gives me a lot of information that is not that helpful. Let's see here. All right, it looks like the I thought this thing told me how many the nibbler had nibbled, and I think it does somewhere, but maybe I'm not seeing it. The keeper is running every 20 to 30 minutes, but every run is failing in 4 to 6 seconds. Let me get the error. Maybe it's pointed at crappy RPC. So yeah, it's been actually it's tried to run it 5 times since the clock rolled over.
Yeah.
So it's figuring out, it's reading all those transactions that failed and figuring out why. But I think we also need to do that. I'm going to actually just throw that. Well, actually, I'm going to let it finish running its thing before I interrupt it, because that slows it down. But once it does that, I'm going to get in there and say, hey, just make a live button on the jackpot page for anyone to hit that says run jackpot function, pay fee, and announce it. We should have done this 5 rounds ago. This is how you learn in crypto. You break something You mess up something and then you fix it. And it's just a series of doing that thousands of times over 6 years. And you too can have a very colorful website and a streaming addiction. Found it. This isn't a code cron problem. Let me find when it started. Find the last successful keeper run. Well, the last successful keeper run was, I'll tell you that, it was 115 days, 14 hours ago. That doesn't sound right. Overview, convert, 2 days, 4 hours ago. No, because we saw it converting. I think we see this one converting, running the EDI converter. It's got $11 of, yeah. It's got a ton of darker matter from the previous test runs in it. Okay, this is also, here we go. Found it. No, the keeper is not drawn around 5. It can't because GitHub Actions is blocking it on. Oh, it's being blocked by GitHub. Round 5 is over. Drawing's open. Keeper's fine around schedule roughly every blah. Yeah, it's GitHub. It says. Okay. So GitHub is I've ran out of my free GitHub transactions, and so that's why it was GitHub that didn't run it. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna do this. Create a public button that anyone can run the function on, and place it on the jackpot page at the top with a bunch of sparkly gold on it. There we go. I mean, we're risking the fact that someone might not hit that button in the future, but I don't think that's a very big risk. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it means leave the website alone. You know, hi Max CryptoCat. I'm currently on the website. I see it's been updated. Again, I know where I can find whether I'm a winner or not. Don't know where. Website updated. It's messing up. I'm seeing jackpot page. Can't see whether I'm a winner or not. What up? What up, Redway? What's up? Stream today. Are you stream today? I gotta see it. Did a shout out for Pulse Ray. Good job, man. Thank you so much. I'll definitely be watching that and probably just playing it on here. My goodness. Hey, Max. Been a minute, my friend. I'm watching from the sideline, following up on the alpha. We were just talking about your song, how we really want another song to put on the album for Darker Matter.
Yes. Darker Matter, Greatest Hits.
Do you know where 3 Crowns is? The game?
You mean 5 crowns?
Yeah.
It's probably taken up to the cabin. If not, I can go look at it, see if it's down there.
I just looked all over the basement. I couldn't find it.
Oh.
So with cards, what do you do?
Same thing.
What?
You just deal them out.
But how many suits? I mean, how many decks?
Just one. You need one suit for each person, I think. Or maybe 2. I'll Google it.
All right. Will you come play with us?
Yeah. Second.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. You're on free version of GitHub. LOL. Yeah, you're almost as cheap as RH. Good. Yeah, 5 crowns is good. I'm not that good at it. But at least I'm not colorblind. Okay, so here we go. 2 separate blockers before I build it. Can't build it as asked. Reason matters. Let me confirm details. Stop flag. Blah, 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 blah. Access control. The caller picks the winners. Contract validates count. Blah. Let's verify randomness. Goes off chain. Squirrel swap VRF in the keeper. So if the function were made permissionless, the first caller can submit that token IDs they own. So, okay, so it's closed because it has the randomness comes from VRF, and if someone calls the VRF, they can influence it, looks like, or it thinks it can. So making it public is a UI change, not require chain RND. So we'd have to change the random number generator source. So we don't want to do that. I'll figure out. I'm going to go bribe GitHub and see if and get this one through, and then I'm going to create a public button so this doesn't happen anymore. So I'll do that off stream. But yeah, I'll get that started, and then I'll be on Telegram. Go to our Telegram, t.me/anti-gravity saga, and I will update there when it's done as I'm playing 5 crowns.
Nice.
How's that sound? Appreciate you guys.
Don't have enough darker.
You definitely don't have enough darker.
Or PMW.
Yeah.
Or JACK.
Yeah. All right. And Kate Figor asked for help in Telegram. If you can't figure out where the minting and the jackpot is, we'll help you out. All right. Or watch the stream from yesterday. One of the two. All right, guys. Love you guys. You guys are the best damn community in crypto, hands down. It's great to see Corey again. Long time no see. I can't wait for you to catch up. I think you've got some maybe some staking to do, or maybe you've been staking and you can catch up. But hopefully the new website helps with that. All right, guys. I'm going to catch you next time. We're going to go out on. Do you got a request of a song here? I say we go out on Corey, an investor song.
I think so.
He graced us with his presence. Good to see you, man. So
Absolutely.
who was it that was? Someone was streaming about talking about Corey Investor and saying he's like 6'7", and I'm like, yeah, Corey's a tall dude. I think it was Crypto Coffee. Either way. All right, we're gonna set that as an intro, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Ciao. Bye.
I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and Donna Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one up. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGproject.io with the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the Telegram. Tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.